This is a review of DeMorgan's law. Now, DeMorgan's law is what we use when we're talking about truth tables. So, for example, if we have not A and not B, we have a not outside of our parentheses. What we have to do is distribute that not to each of our parts, and then we have to flip the sign in the middle. So not being distributed to A becomes not A. The and becomes an or, and then not times not B gives us just B. So this would be true if either not A is true or B is true. Remember, with an or, we only need one of our parts to be true in order for the entire thing to be true. Now let's take a look at our next one. Same thing here. We distribute our not and flip our symbol in the middle. Now we only do this as far as our parentheses go. So we don't go all the way over here. We just do it to the A and the B. So we will have not A. The ors become ands. So we have and not B. Now there's nothing to distribute to this and, so that just becomes and, nothing changes there. And then we distribute our other not here. So we have not A or not C. Now remember, in order for ands to be true, both parts have to be true. So not A and not B has to be true in order for this part to be true. Then not A or not C, so one of those two has to be true. And then the entire thing would be true because we'd have a true on this side and a true on the other side. So true and true would give us true. True and false, false and true would not give us true. That would give us a false. Now, let's take a look at this last one. Working with greater than less than signs are just a little bit different. When we have a not outside of parentheses, we still flip our sign, but we don't put a not with our variables. Those work just a teeny bit differently. So we would keep our X. We would change the greater than to less than or equal to. So if we don't have an or equal to, we need one there now. And then we would still have our Y. So X is less than or equal to Y. And I'll keep this in parentheses just so that we can clearly see differences here. And there's nothing here with our ands, so we'll have our and here. And now we are going to distribute this not. So distributing our not here changes this to X is less than or equal to 20. And again, I'm going to use parentheses just so that we can keep things straight here. So X is less than or equal to 20. And then we're going to distribute to this or, so it's going to turn it into and. So and. Now notice we have another set of parentheses with a not here. So first we are going to distribute this initial not right here, which would turn us into X is greater than or equal to -10. Then we have to distribute this other not, which would then turn us back to x is less than -10. So we're going to have x is less than -10, because each one of those knots flips our sign for us. We went from less than to greater than or equal. Then we had to flip again, so we went back to less than. So here is our final statement. X is less than or equal to y, and x is less than or equal to 20, and x is less than -10. So basically, in order for both these parts to be true, x would have to be less than -10. And in order for this to be true, x would have to be less than or equal to y. That would make our entire statement true.